Thank you very much. I'm really very thankful to all of you for having this possibility to address all the activists and also the organizers of the meeting, and thankful for having invited me to take part in this meeting in Madrid. Sorry for interrupting your program, but I feel that I have no other way out. My name is Vasil Cherepanin. I am a teacher at one of the Kyiv universities and representative of the institution called Visual Culture Research Center. And of course, I was participating at the protest which is called Maidan during all the previous months in Ukraine. And actually I decided to make a general appeal to all of you asking for help, because today we have the official approval of the Council of Federation in Russia, and also which was approved by the President Putin to make an armed intervention into the Ukrainian territory. So it's really very hard for me now to talk about this after so long, exhausting and really hard uprising that we had in Ukraine. But anyway, I'm asking, first of all, not only the Ukrainians, but the EU citizens for help, meaning that maybe the citizens of different European countries could join the protest in their own way, organizing, it's maybe the first that came to my mind, organizing some series of demonstrations or some protest campaign for peace and against war, which is supposed to begin today's evening or tomorrow. We don't know now, the situation is really unpredictable and is transforming very fast. So first I decided to write, together with our colleagues from Madrid, to write some general appeal to all the activists, all the organizations that are present here, hoping that you will spread it as much as possible, to make it as broad as possible, trying to engage all the possible people into the protest, because somehow today we see that the future of Europe is the main stake. Actually, as my colleague said, it is really dealing with the question we have in the title of our meeting. It's really about radical democracy and war. So I will read this small appeal, and of course, if you have some questions or if you need some explanations, we can contact and we can talk after the meeting, just not interrupting the program. So I decided also to include in this appeal some general summing up of what happened in Ukraine, just to put the right emphasis, because I was also following the Western media, and as we talked with lots of you during these days, there is a big lack of conscious information about what is happening in Ukraine. So during last months, the Ukrainians on all squares were struggling for establishing democracy in their country. The protest called Maidan faced unprecedented police violence, repressions and terror organized by the state apparatus of Ukraine. The protesters were beaten, abducted, tortured, hundreds of them were killed by the special police forces, criminals and snipers. Millions of the Ukrainians raised up against the corrupted oligarchic bloody regime of Yanukovych, which was supported by the Kremlin, and they actually won. This genuine emancipative people's uprising was fundamentally European. The very idea of Europe was reclaimed on Maidan in Kiev. Demos of Ukraine was fighting against neo-feudal oligarchy and proved to the whole world that the real democracy is alive today. New Europe was born on Maidan, Europe of solidarity, dignity, self-organization and freedom. Today, on the 1st of March, the Russian authorities officially declared an armed invasion onto the Ukrainian territory. During last days, the Russian troops intervened into the Crimea, blocking the airports, media, administrative buildings, settlements of the Ukrainian army and borders of Ukraine. We are observing now an armed counter-revolution as an answer to the Ukrainian democratic revolution. The Russian putsch conducted by the fascist Putin's regime on the international scale. We demand from the Russian authorities to stop the armed invasion into Ukraine and to withdraw the Russian troops from its territory. The right to define the future destiny of Ukraine belongs to its citizens. So I will spread this appeal to the Google groups, and I hope, as I have said, that you will spread it as much as possible to different media. And thank you one more time for the solidarity and hope for the common future of Europe for all of us. Thank you.